My name is James Oakley. I'm the chef de cuisine here at Alibi Restaurant. I was born in sleepy Suffolk, in Ipswich, in the British countryside, and I grew up in London. I suppose my philosophy with regards to food comes from right back when I was a child. You know, using wild ingredients, utilising ingredients in their raw form to get the best from them. You know, this is something that I've been doing since I was a kid. My grandmother used to take ingredients in their raw form and prepare them and cook great foods, you know, not like pre-made bread or pre-made meals, nothing like this at all. She used to make her own bread, you know, things such as the apple crumble. We would take the apples from the garden, prepare them, and certain wild foods as well. Firstly, we go into the garden. We look at the apples laying on the floor. We take the best ones from the floor. Then we would go out as a family into the hedgerows and pick the best blackberries, the best blackberries we could find. The apple crumble dish holds a lot of significance to me, my family. My grandmother, whilst I was growing up, she had a Bramley apple tree in her garden. Now, we were never allowed to pick the fruit. Now, when the apples are ready, they fall from the tree. The thing with Bramley apples is they're very, very sour. You cannot eat them straight from the tree. They're too sour, very unpleasant, in fact. So you need to cook them first. So and you need to sweeten them. So this recipe came from that. And in the hedgerows in the UK, you can find blackberries everywhere. They're in abundant supply during the right seasons. So we used to cook the Bramley apples with the blackberries, sweeten it with the brown sugar, then you have the rich buttery crumble, and it makes them really, really pleasant and really, really delicious, really nice to eat. To make a flawless apple crumble, it's in the crumble itself. Now, if it's ultra fine, there's no texture. It's just like eating powder. If it's too thick, thick pieces of butter, it's too buttery, it's too rich. So it's all in the crumble. It's all having the right consistency in your crumble. As a family recipe, passing it to the next generation is not about the recipe itself or the food, it's the spirit of the recipe. It's the memories that I have regarding this recipe, and I want to pass on my experiences and my memories to the next generation, and hopefully they will pass it on to the next generation and then the next generation thereafter, and those memories will never be forgotten.